Hello, and welcome to Popcorn News. Something to watch while you eat popcorn. It is them. They are coming to America. As many as 200,000 Syrian war refugees will arrive here, unless, that is, the caveman movement prevents it. The caveman movement disregards things intellectual. They don't like the intellectual. Better to be cavemen, they say, and trust our instincts. So how can I say something without seeming intellectual? If I say the Muslims are monotheists, the caveman movement will say, "Wake up, America! Syrian monotheists are being smuggled in." The cavemen dwell in their man caves. Sometimes the news will report about these man caves.
No sports-themed man cave would be complete without the obligatory big TV. Big TV! But this one has multiple screens and a rotating seating platform, allowing you and your friends to enjoy every sport you could possibly imagine while being surrounded by your favourite memorabilia and just spinning around watching sports in a way which just probably isn't even enjoyable. But it's good!
From time to time, the cavemen emerge from their man caves and patrol the perimeter. They are on guard against any intellectuals in the vicinity. Things to be on the lookout for would be words such as Muslims are monotheists. These people are war refugees. And we ruined Syria, so we are responsible. If such words are heard, there will begin to be mutterings that it is the intellectual talk. Be on your guard against the intellectuals. They have begun floating a Rima video designed to subtly undermine the God-given instincts of Americans.
Meet Rima. Rima and her children have lost their home in Syria. They've made the dangerous journey out of the country, and now Rima is seeking refugee status in a place where she can keep her children safe. But before she can enter the United States as a refugee, Rima must then undergo a security screening process that is more thorough than any other for people entering this country.
To help further guard against the monotheism invasion of America, the magic of a coalition is being formed. You can say that word, coalition, even though it might seem intellectual.
The British Parliament has just given the go-ahead to a bombing campaign against the Islamic State in Syria. In a 10-hour debate, Prime Minister David Cameron urged lawmakers to support the intervention, calling the terrorist group a threat to the British people.
Now, France plans to extend its airstrikes against Daesh terrorists in Syria. The decision was announced by the French Defense Minister and was approved by lawmakers who pronounced solid support for the intervention in Syria.
The German cabinet on Wednesday agreed to send around 100 German troops to northern Iraq to train Kurdish Peshmerga forces fighting Islamic State militants.
If there is a coalition, then by gum, this must mean our cause is just. So that about sums things up. And I have managed to do it without being intellectual. In case, though, there are any intellectuals lurking about, here's the same thing in their terms, so they can understand. The Federal Reserve has failed. Millions remain unemployed in spite of ultra-low interest rates which have prevailed for years now. The money from the Fed has not gone into capital investment to create new industry. Instead, the low interest money has traveled by monorail to Wall Street. When the Fed fails, it is time for another world war. That's how we do things. We do not chuck the Fed in favor of constitutional money issued by government instead of by private bankers. We go to war. Thank you for watching Popcorn News.